Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby.
Brought to you by the Run the Play
Network.
There we go. I'm your host, Anthony. To my right, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Philly Phil in the bill. Phil, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing good. Lakers got Luka, OKC, top netting in the world.
Boom.
Or ever. But I'm chilling. We about to get into this top 25 under 25 players list.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we got a little bit of a banger for you guys. Top 25, under 25. Some of the funnest lists to put together, highlighting some of our favorite young guys in the league. I got some honorable mentions. We just go straight into it, dive in. Number 30, or my honorable mention, I got 5. Stephon Castle, Keegan Murray, Josh Giddey, Walker Kessler, and I really wanted to put this guy on the list, but he just missed it. Derek Lively. You have all those guys on there or what?
Nah, I missed out. I missed out on the.
All 5 of them are off your list?
Yeah, I missed out on the honorable mentions.
Okay. But those guys, are they on your list or are they off your list?
They're off my list.
Okay. Wow. All right.
My list is probably going to be weird.
I'm excited to hear it. How do you want to do this? You want to go 5 at a time or what?
Yeah, let's go, well, obviously 25 to 1.
Yeah.
And then, we could do 5 to make it quicker.
Okay. Where do you want to go?
All right. So, my first 25.
Okay.
25 player. Should I say my 5 and then we compare the 5s? Like
go through your 5 and then I'll go through my 5 quick.
All right.
If
So, at number 25, I have Dyson Daniels.
Okay. He missed my list.
24, I have Jalen Johnson. 23, Zion Williamson.
Zion's under 25?
Yeah, isn't he? Am I tripping?
You might be right. I don't
I'm about
have
to say
Zion
he's
on
25. Or
know.
24, something like that.
Zion Williamson is 24. Wow, I don't have him on my list.
Hey, all good, man.
I'm going to add him. I want to give a shout out to Scoot Henderson, who just made my honorable mention list.
All right.
That's low, though, no?
He's been, after all the stuff that's been going on, I kind of have him slipping.
Okay.
I don't think I see him, even in the future, being better, but I'm just not liking him right now that much.
Okay.
But I still got to put him on the list. 22, I have Brandon Miller. And 21, I have Jalen Green.
Okay. Pretty similar to me.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not in order, but my 25. Wait, say that again. Sorry.
No, we're good. You want me to repeat it?
Quick?
Got you. So at 25, I have Dyson Daniels. 24, I have Jalen Johnson. 23, I have Zion Williamson. 22, I have Brandon Miller. And 21, I have Jalen Green.
Dude, Brandon Miller versus Zion is very interesting to me. Like, I don't think the Hornets would make that trade, but as a player, you're really taking Brandon Miller over Zion?
Yes, I really like Brandon Miller, bro. I really like him, and I think there's a future where he could be like, I'm not saying, well, I don't know, because Zion, I don't see him being any better than he already is, and I don't even know if we will see it because he's also always missing, or he hasn't even played that many games. So with Brandon Miller, I know he's hurt right now, but I can see him being better than Zion in the future, too.
Dude, I don't know.
And I like the way he plays.
In the future, maybe because of health. Like if Zion fizzles out or something. But Zion's averaging 24, 7, and 5. Brandon Miller's averaging 21, 5, and 4.
Next to Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball.
Next to Brandon Ingram, DeJounte, McCollum.
To be fair, all them guys left, and he's still doing it.
But Zion Williamson, fully healthy, bro. That man shot like 70% and averaged damn near 30, bro. So Zion Williamson's best year, he averaged 27 points. Shooting, what did he shoot? 60% from the field, bro. That's insane.
I mean, it's insane, yeah, but I just don't see him getting any better than what he is right now. Brandon Miller, I can see it.
You think Brandon Miller will be at that ceiling though? 27
yes.
I disagree.
Maybe not the 27, but maybe like the 25, like maybe even like 6 or 7 rebounds and like 4 assists, but some days he's scoring crazy. Maybe he drops a 40 ball. Maybe he drops a 35. Maybe even a 50. That's what I can see.
I think he's going to be a bucket, but I don't think he's going to be Zion. My 25, I have Devin Vassell. 24, I have Jalen Suggs. 23, I have Jaden Ivey. 22, I have Cam Thomas. And 21, I have one of my guys, Keontae George.
You love yourself some Keontae George, bro.
Keontae George, to me, is just like everything I would want in a starting point guard in the NBA. He plays defense. He's a great playmaker. He's a streaky shooter, but he'll get there eventually. And he could put the ball in the bucket, bro. Like, he's scrappy. I think, like, I value that more than I value Cam Thomas just being able to get buckets.
Yeah.
Jaden Ivey, I think, can get there. His ceiling's higher than Keontae George. But I'm going to take the bet that Keontae George is going to be the better player just off safety.
Yeah.
Safety alone. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have any problem with that.
Is anyone, like, who's off your list that I just named?
There's a couple because I think we did our list a little different.
Yeah.
Because I have a little bit more, like, star players on mine. Like, you have some, like, really good, like, they're not, like, well, compared to these guys, they're not, like, superstars, but they're still really good.
Yeah. I mean, I got a lot of your guys a little bit ahead. So I might have missed some players, but
Unless I messed up.
I guess we'll see. I'll go into my number 20 through 16, but before that, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Boom Fantasy.
Man, okay, LeBron hit my parlay. Let's get it.
Oh shit, he hit it?
Yeah, bro. Look at this.
I won $200. I told you, parlay.
How the heck did you win $200?
I used Boom Fantasy. I used their pick and spin, spun the wheel, got 10 times my money.
Bro, you gotta hook me up.
If you use code RTP, you could get a risk-free bet up to $100. Let's get back to the video.
All right, Phil. My number 20. This is where I had Jalen Johnson. Wait, I'm going to 16, yeah? 20 to 16? That's 5, not 20 to 15.
My bad, my Siri came on.
You're good. I got it. 20, I got Jalen Johnson. 19, I got one of the most underrated young players in the league, I feel like. Trey Murphy. 18, I got Brandon Miller. 17, now this might feel low for you. I got Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
And number 16, I have R.J. Barrett.
You're gonna be mad at me.
Why?
I don't have Tyrese on my list.
Bro, what?
I don't have Tyrese on my list.
Wait, say your 5 that you named earlier again.
Jalen Green.
You taking?
Dyson Daniels.
Dyson Daniels over
Jalen Johnson.
Hold up, no. You don't gotta keep going. Dyson Daniels over Tyrese Halliburton.
Yes, right now.
Why?
I'm not liking the way Tyrese has been playing lately.
I'm not loving it either.
I'm not liking it.
Tyrese Halliburton's role is so different. Dyson Daniels wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, but if you drop in 0 or single-digit points with 10 points a couple times and even be giving me low assists, like especially
You
this
don't think
year.
Dyson Daniels puts up low under 10-point games?
But I'm liking the fact that he's a two-way on the floor, playing both sides of the ball.
I think this is Dyson Daniels gives you that defense. Tyrese Halliburton gives you that playmaking. I feel like they're very similar players. I would take Tyrese because Tyrese has that all-star ceiling we've seen. Dyson Daniels, to me, I don't see that with him.
Like just even right now, it's like I am not liking the way Tyrese is playing. That's all I'm saying. Like we've seen him, like he's been an all-star. He's played really well in past seasons, but right now, I just like Dyson Daniels' impact way more. That's it.
But you think he impacts the game more, not what you like. Do you
Yes.
think that's crazy to me? That's insane to me. I would heavily disagree with that statement.
Okay.
Go through your 20.
All right. At 20, I have John Morant. At 19,
What?
I have Trey Murphy III. At 18, I have Tyler Hero. At 17, I have Franz Wagner. And at 16, I have Scotty Barnes.
I think John Morant's 25.
John Morant's 25?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So I didn't have him on mine.
Oh, that's the one I missed.
Okay.
My bad.
Wait, go through it again. Sorry.
Okay. At 20, I have John Morant.
Okay.
At 19, I have Trey Murphy III.
Bro, there's no fucking way you're taking Trey Murphy over John Morant.
I'm loving the way he's playing right now.
Over John Morant?
Yep.
Over the best player
He's
on the
not
2
playing
seed?
that well right now. Right now.
John Morant?
He's not playing well right now.
He's not averaging 30, but he's playing well. He's just not what he was, which is the same thing you could say. Bro, you're telling me 21, 4, and 8 isn't well?
21, 4, and 8 is good. But right now, in the month, he has not been playing good.
Bro, if John Morant played on
Trey Murphy's been playing out of his mind.
If John Morant played on that weak-ass Pelicans team, bro, he's averaging 28 and 10.
Well, I hope he comes and does it because Trey Murphy been doing his thing.
Bro,
That's what I'm seeing.
There's no...
Boom!
Trey Murphy over John Morant is fucking wild.
Also, add Boom Fantasy. Gamble responsibly.
Shout out Boom. But, man, that is crazy to me,
Hey,
bro.
I'm going to stick with it. My boy Trey Murphy is like that.
He's like that. I got him on my list. I got him in a similar place than you, but I wouldn't put Ja Morant that low. Who's above
I'm putting
Trey
him
Murphy?
over right now.
Who's
above Trey Murphy?
Yeah.
Tyler Hero,
Okay, that's fine.
All-Star right now. Franz Wagner playing really well for Orlando. I honestly thought he was going to get an All-Star berth at the start. And then 16, my boy, Scotty Barnes.
I got Scotty on mine too. I don't have Tyler here on mine because he's 25. That's crazy to me though. I can't get behind that. I really can't get behind that, bro.
I'm sticking with Trey.
That's
Sticking with Trey, man.
No, bro. There's no way. Like what? What does he do? I mean, I guess he shoots better, but Ja Morant.
He defends better.
Ja Morant's just better though. Like Ja Morant's led a team to a top 3 seed in the conference.
He's doing it kind of right now, but he's been in and out too, and I see him almost the same way, except he is better than Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah,
he's not giving that much right now, in my opinion.
No,
I'm going by right now.
I understand what you're saying, bro. I'm here, but statistically, maybe you're right. Impact wise, you're completely wrong. Impact, they guard him so much differently. Like Trey Murphy could go do whatever the fuck he wants. He could shoot whatever the fuck he wants. If Ja Morant had that green light, bro, Ja Morant's a 27. Like he just don't.
I mean, Ja Morant has the green light,
but it's not the same. Trey Murphy could take double team ass shots. Ja Morant's not doing that because he's playing on a team that wants to compete.
I mean, he's trying to dunk over double teams though.
Because he can. Because he's like that.
Trey
bro.
Murphy could shoot over double teams,
but that doesn't lead to the wins that what Ja Morant's doing does.
Hey, it's been a tough season for the Pelicans, but I've been watching it. I've been seeing them play, and I love it.
Tweaking. You're tweaking. My number 15, I have Franz Wagner. 14, I have Scotty Barnes. 13, this is where I added Zion. 12, I have Jalen Williams. And 11, I have Jalen Green.
Oh, you have Jalen Williams a little low there.
I mean, bro, to me, I love Jalen Williams. I do think he's a little overrated. I think Jalen Williams is one of those guys where he has the big games and everyone talks about it, and he has the quiet games and no one talks about it. Like no one gives him enough flack because the Thunder are winning. But to me, I think Jalen Green's scoring impact, I would probably take over Jalen Williams because it's just like Jalen Green's a little bit more consistent than Jalen Williams is. That's it for me. But defensively, Jalen Williams is a different monster. So that's why.
Can you read your list to me again? Or those, the last 5?
15, I got Franz. 14, I got Scotty Air Barney. 13, I got Zion. 12, Jalen Williams. 11, Jalen Green.
All right. So you would take Jalen Williams over Zion too?
Yeah, I would.
All right. I'm just making sure.
I would take him. Barely, though. I love Zion. But
what do you like the most about Zion?
I just think Zion, to me, is like this generation. If he's healthy, he's going to be this generation's like dominant, unstoppable player. Where back to the basket, like you really... He don't got a deep bag, but there's just nothing you could do to stop him. And that was the thing when he came out of college where it was like, yeah, this is working in college, but is it going to work against NBA players? And when he got out of high school, they were like, this is working in high school, but is this going to work against college players? And it's like, it's worked on all levels, bro. And I still think there's even another level that he could get to because he hasn't played a really fully healthy season. When he does that, he's going to go out there and hoop. So I love Zion, but I do have him a little lower. I think his ceiling, though, bro, is like top 5 player still in the NBA. But it's just not looking like he's going to hit his ceiling. Yeah.
It's just been tough for me to root for Zion right now, bro. And he's a Duke Blue Devil. That's what's like messing me up.
He's a dog, bro. I don't get it.
He's letting me down.
Okay, what's your 15 to 11 looking like?
All right, 15 to 11. 15, I got Chet Holmgren.
That's so low.
14, I have Amon Thompson. 13, I have Alperen Şengün. 12, I have Jaren Jackson Jr. 11, I have Tyrese Maxey.
Why is Chet down there, bro?
I have liked the way Amon Thompson and Alperen Şengün have been playing a little bit more than Chet. And also, it kind of sucks because Chet has been out for a significant amount of time. So the only game I got to see with him was, what was the game he played? The first game back, who did you guys play against?
We about to ask the team. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's why. So low-key, I think if it was like this through the season, I would have felt way better. But I just think that I've been watching so much Rockets games that, well, Amon Thompson, I feel like I've been talking about him enough. He's been playing out of his mind, and he got a triple-double last night too. And I think they won the game also. But he's been playing out of his mind. It was hard for me between Alperen Şengün and Amon Thompson because I low-key wanted to put Amon Thompson over Alperen Şengün, but Şengün's been leading the team like the whole season. and he's been healthy too. So I just got to stick with that. But with Jaren Jackson Jr., I mean, he's been scoring crazy this year. He's been the one leading the Memphis Grizzlies and keeping it intact and also playing defense. And I feel like he's grown more into that leadership, mature role. And I've honestly gained a respect for Jaren Jackson Jr. Like, high key, I want him off the Grizzlies. I want him to leave the Grizzlies.
The Lakers, huh?
No, not the Lakers. I just want to see him go. Like, even if it were to be the Toronto Raptors or if it were to be the even OKC, I just want to see him on a different team.
But they greenlight him, bro. Like, I don't know what he could do higher statistically. Like,
he's been going at people. He's been bodying people up, posting up, and scoring on them.
Yeah, I feel like he's like their number one like scoring option.
Yeah.
Like him and Ja are kind of like 1A, 1B type vibes, but like he's a dog for sure. But I just don't know. Like, you think he's a 25, 26 point per game player? Like, I don't see that in him.
I can see that because he's a scorer and then he's a rim protector. Like, that's his only other job. He barely rebounds.
He does not rebound at all. He's a terrible rebounder.
What is he at, 6?
6, yeah, for a 7-footer. But I think this is what he is, and I like him in Memphis because I feel like Memphis uses him like as good as any other team could utilize him. You know, like they let him shoot, they let him do what he wants to do. Like, I like it there, and he plays next to Edie, who makes up for a lot of that shit, where he could just, I'm big, I rebound. You know, like, do what you got to do. For top 10, let's go one by one. Let's go one by one for the top 10. My number 10, I have Alperen Sengun.
All right. I think I messed up because
Why?
there's 2 spots missing.
There's
There's 2 spots missing.
how are you gonna fix it?
I gotta add a player, or maybe I'll just add 2 at the bottom. I'll add 2 at the bottom.
Okay.
So I'll put Tyrese Halliburton at
So
24.
You got a top 23?
Yeah. For some reason. It's
Uh-huh.
probably because I was doing them edit. My bad. So Tyrese Halliburton will be 23 or 24. And then Jalen Suggs will be my 25.
All right. So your 10 and 9 are who?
My 10 is Darius Garland.
Okay.
And then my 9 is Evan Mobley.
All right. My 10 is Sengun, and my 9 is Amen Thompson.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, I mean, gotta show love to Evan Mobley. I got him a little higher up actually because I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league too. But yeah, I got Sengun and Amen Thompson here. I think the Rockets, like, what I like about the Rockets is I feel like their big 3 of young guys is all kind of doing their thing. I got Amen number 9, which like before the season would have surprised me for sure because I don't think I would have put him that high, but he just impacts the game, bro. He really changes the game. So
He's been doing his thing, man. Like, I've been super impressed with Amen Thompson.
I have too, for sure. So yeah, I mean, I love Evan Mobley, I love Garland, but I think I'm definitely taking. I don't know. I don't have Garland on my list because he's 25. But yeah, my number 8, I got LaMelo.
He fell a little bit for you, or?
No, I think these names I have above him are all on a different level than him.
Okay.
Like, I would put all these guys probably a tier up on him. Who's your number 8?
All right, number 8. Now this is all screwed up because I think it messed up my list. Number 8, I would have to put Jalen Williams.
Okay. Interesting. Taking Jalen Williams over Garland?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, probably because I just love the fact
I'm not
that
mad at it either. I just want to put
it's
that
just
out there.
Jalen Williams is like the Robin for me for that team.
Yeah.
Like, he's the second best. He's been doing his thing. He plays. I mean, I'm a sucker for players who play both sides of the court. But I think, yes, he might be overrated, but he still has that chance to create when SGA can't do it, and also play make and rebound and also play the 2 through 4. Like, when Chet Holmgren went down, he was playing the 4 position like he always
Man played
does.
the 5, bro.
He played the 5 too. So that's something I really love, and the fact that he can still do what he's doing at any position.
He played the 5.
That's valuable.
Yeah. No, 100%. And maybe I put him a little too low.
Also, how tall is he? Is he
Like 6'6".
He's 6'6", playing the 5.
He's a dog. Like, when he's on, it just like feels like so like perfect. Like, he's just unstoppable. When he's off, I think that's when I get a little worried, and I'm like, bro, just give Shea the ball. But yeah, I got LaMelo because I feel like LaMelo's very one-sided, and I also feel like LaMelo has the green light to do a lot of stuff that the guys above him don't. So his stats are a little inflated, and I love LaMelo. I'm still LaMelo for the All-Star game. but I had him at number 8. At number 7, this is where I had Chet Holmgren. I think, bro, like, impact defensively, like, I deadass think if he wasn't hurt, he would have won Defensive Player of the Year this year. Like, he really impacts the game on that side of the ball so tremendously. And then offensively, you know what he does too, and he plays like a perfect position where he's like a set shooter, a lob threat. Like, he just kind of does everything well, and he could create with the ball too. So at like every level of offense, he's elite, and at every level of defense, he's elite. There's just a lot of insane players in the NBA right now, but Chet Holmgren for me is my number 7.
Do you think that he can lead you guys to the championship this year without a doubt?
I mean, Shea's gonna lead us, but like if he's there, bro, like I think we're the favorite. I think we definitely should be the favorite if Chet's healthy.
Like, what about this? If SGA goes down, do you think Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren can still hold it up?
I wouldn't feel good about it. I wouldn't feel like we're better than the Celtics or Cleveland. I don't think we'd be able to beat like Houston or Memphis, or the Nuggets might even fuck us up a little bit. But I still think we're a good team without Shea. Like, that's how talented this roster is. That's how deep this roster is. But yeah.
Okay. All right. What are we at now? 7?
7.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
number
my
7.
bad. So let me repeat my 10 to 7 now.
Okay.
Let me repeat it. All right. At number 10, and just reminding everybody, at 24 I have Tyrese Halliburton. At 25 I have Jalen Suggs. So that's what fixed it. At 10 I have Jaren Jackson Jr. At 9 I have Tyrese Maxey. At 8 I have Darius Garland, and at 7 is where I have Evan Mobley. And then 6 is where I have Jalen Williams.
Got it. Okay.
That's where I fixed it. My
you
bad.
skipped Maxey, I think. I don't think you gave.
I skipped Maxey?
I
No,
don't think
I
we
said
talked
Maxey.
about Maxey.
I just had him lower.
I feel
technically.
like you might have jumped him though. I don't think we talked about Maxey at all yet.
Oh, then at
shout out
9
Maxey
I
at
have
number
Tyrese
9.
Maxey.
Yeah, I actually have Maxey higher. I think Maxey is he's a dog, bro.
Okay.
Like he's a real life dog.
Bro, he's been playing out of his mind the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, not too much.
And I'll get to him when I get to him, but I feel like what I like about Maxey more than I like about LaMelo is Maxey could be the guy on a team that doesn't have any stars when they're injured. But I think what I like about Maxey the most is like when Embiid and Paul George are there, he could play like with them too. You know, shout out Bronny outscoring Paul George yesterday too. By the way.
Oh man, I feel bad for Paul George, man.
That shit was funny. My number 6, this is where I had Evan Mobley.
Okay.
Again, another just defensive impact guy. He's not as versatile as Chet, which is where I would probably give Chet an edge. But I think what Evan Mobley does well, he does a lot better than Chet. He's like the best paint defender in basketball. It's like him and Victor, obviously. But that man is just, he's a dog, bro. And he's like one of the most underrated players I feel like in the league because he just is so sound in his game. Like everything is just coming together well. So got to give Mobley his flowers.
I just love, too, that everybody was questioning his fantasy value and if he's just going to be a rebounding blocker and maybe get you 10 points. But now he's scoring.
Yeah.
Like, he's going at people to score. He's creating his own shot, so I love it.
Yeah, he could take a mismatch for sure. It's crazy that Jabari Smith was picked over him, right?
Jabari Smith Jr. was picked over Evan Mobley?
Or, wait, was Evan Mobley, was it Paolo, Chet, Evan Mobley? Was it that year?
Which year? Wait.
Or no. I'm tripping. I'm definitely wrong.
Was that 2023?
No,
Or
I think
2022?
22. Let me see. I think I'm wrong, actually. 21. Who was in this draft? He was the 3rd overall pick. Oh, okay. Jalen Green. My bad. Cade, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. My bad. That would have been crazy. I would have been like, damn, that's not talked about.
I was like, wow.
But yeah, like Jabari Smith is someone that I like wish was on this list.
Your idea guy.
He's an idea guy. Bro, he is, because like Jabari Smith really isn't in this tier, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of guys under him though that would fit better. But like, imagine Jalen Williams got drafted to Houston instead of Jabari Smith. Like, it wasn't in conversations, but it's just kind of crazy to think about. My number 5, you said you're 6, right?
Yeah.
My number 5 is Tyrese Maxey.
Hey,
He's like a great system player, offensive engine. He just does it. Scoring wise, bro, like he might be the best scorer on this list. He does everything on all 3 levels at an elite level. So I got Maxey at 5.
All right, now not my 5. This may be a hot one because he is playing for a bad team. But I just think the way he does it or the way he plays is just interesting. I'm going to talk about it. At 5, I have LaMelo Ball.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
I'm not mad at it.
The only reason why I have LaMelo Ball here is because, yes, he plays for the Hornets, but also he plays in the NBA like it's still Chino Hills basketball. And I'm just so
Represent.
impressed. Like, yeah, shout out Chino Hills. But I'm just so impressed, and I'm hoping to see next year if like what if they're winning? What would that do for them? And if he can still play in that mode, because he hasn't made the playoffs yet, but I just think that is a crazy aspect that's how comfortable he is in the NBA, where he can take any. And I don't know if that's a green light thing, but also he still does playmaking plays like he's in Chino Hills and other stuff. But I'm just impressed on how comfortable he is, and he's still averaging the amount of points he is in the NBA.
Yeah, he's a real life dog for sure. I mean, if you just go statistically, like there's an argument that he's a top 3 player on this list.
Oh yeah.
But again, like you said, he's on a weak team, and he does have that green light. But it's still like not a lot of players could do what he does.
Exactly.
Like I don't think if you put like a Trey Murphy there, no diss, but like I don't think he could do that. Or like
Trey Murphy, a dog too.
even like Scotty Barnes, like I don't think if you put him there, he does what LaMelo does.
Exactly.
Know? And like there's benefits and cons to that, but he's definitely an interesting pick. I got him at 8, so 5. You said 5, right?
Yeah, I have him at 5.
I don't think that's that far off.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I get a little spicy.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, I don't know if you're gonna love this one, but my number 4, this is where I had Anthony Edwards.
Okay, I mean, if we're
I think
talking
the
about
top 4s should be the same.
yeah, if we're talking about the other 2 guys over him, I'm not gonna be too mad because they're having really good seasons. And Anthony Edwards started very bad, well, not very badly, but not as expected. So I'm not gonna be mad at that. But
I like. So Anthony Edwards to me is very one dimension. Not one dimensional. I don't want to do that. But Anthony Edwards to me, his game is interesting. There's the guys above him. Either I feel like are more versatile. I think could lead a team to more playoff success as far as being like the best player on like a mediocre team, which we've seen, or they just could do more all around offensively, not just scoring the ball. So there's a lot that goes into that, and we could talk about it once we get to some of these other guys. But this isn't a knock on Anthony Edwards.
yeah.
He's the number 4 player on my list. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at with him.
Okay, no problem at all. Like I said, like he's had a rocky start to the season, but now he's picking it up a little bit.
He's
so
hooping now.
I understand.
Yeah.
My number 4. I don't know if this is gonna make me sad because for some reason, I'm just rooting for this guy and I'm rooting for that team to do something. But at number 4, I have Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
I love Cade Cunningham this year, bro. Like, I respected him last year because through all of those losses, through all that bad season, he was still putting buckets up. He was still trying to win games, and he was playing at his highest ability. And now, with players that actually fit his play style and that are, like, just playing around him, they're 6th or 5th place in the East right now, and they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I've been loving what I'm seeing from him. And I think what's cool about him is, like, that team has a lot of guys that it's like they're kind of outcast guys like Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, and they're all kind of – even like Isaiah Stewart is a dude like I feel like was getting so much shit last year. They've got it figured out for sure. And that's why like I have Cade a little bit higher than Anthony Edwards because I feel like he's one of those guys that improves players offensively. Anthony Edwards definitely does that defensively. I think his energy gives a spark, which is definitely an underrated part of basketball.
Yeah.
But Cade Cunningham offensively really like – makes these dudes better. Like Malik Beasley is like having like a career year all of a sudden. And that's like definitely that should be mentioned and talked about a little bit more because Cade's balling. I saw a tweet and it was like Tobias Harris's stats and Paul George's stats and they were like, Paul George over me?
I think I saw that same stat or that same post that you did.
That shit's funny to me.
When I saw that, I was like, man, Paul George this is definitely his worst season like ever.
Yeah, it's a down, bro. Poor guy.
This is bad, man.
Yesterday was embarrassing, honestly.
What do you have, 0?
He had 2. Who's your number 3?
Number 3, I have Paolo Banchero.
I got Paolo at 3 as well. There we go. I think that's the first same on the list.
Usually we have other sames, but I messed up a little bit, so that's on me.
It's okay. You're
But
good.
Paolo, I mean, we talk about him all the time, bro. He's a unique forward. He's 6'10". He's a big body. I think he's like 250 or 240 pounds.
Big boy.
Pretty much the same type of build as LeBron, but, you know, he still has a high, like, floor, in my opinion, that still hasn't been reached, or high ceiling.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I think that Orlando can make a push to get back in the playoff contention. Maybe they'll get into the play-in, and maybe they'll upset some people, but Paolo is a unique player, bro, and he deserves to be number 3.
Paolo in the playoffs last year is enough to put him in the top 3 in this
Exactly.
position, bro. Like, he really elevated himself in the playoffs and dragged a very weak-ass team to the playoffs. I mean, I'm not going to say weak-ass team, but in the playoffs they looked weak. And they went to 7 games. Like, Paolo really went out there and he hooped. He killed it. That's why I got him at number 3. Sure, the season's been kind of up and down because he was injured and then he came back and he didn't look as great as he did when he started. Because when the season started, bro, that man was killing.
Yeah.
But now at number 3, and then my number 2, this is where I had Cade. Cade, I'm going to give Cade his flowers, bro, because Cade has absolutely been killing this year. I mean, 25, 6, and 10, bro. Like, he's a real-life dog for sure. He's changing the game. He's winning basketball finally. Yeah, it's crazy what he's turned into. I wouldn't have expected this.
Exactly as you predicted.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
For real. This is funny because I had Cade at 4 and I have Anthony Edwards at 2.
So we just switched them.
We pretty much just switched them.
Yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like this top 4 is like the same tier.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, and we both had the same number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. That was no competition.
But I'm not even going to say that because if you put Ant number 1, I wouldn't have been mad. If you put Cade number 1, I wouldn't have been mad. Paolo, I would have been a little maybe questionable because I don't see as much of an argument. But Paolo's had the most like solo playoff success out of all these guys.
Now, what if I put LaMelo at 1?
Then I would have been like, you're like LiAngelo because your ass tweaking.
Then I got LaMelo at 1. I'm just playing. Nah, I got
crazy.
Victor. I got
But
Victor.
yeah, I mean, unanimous number 1 pick. I edited the thumbnail before I did this, and
No way.
I got Wemby number 1 on there.
No way, bro.
But yeah, it's definitely interesting. You guys comment down below who is tweaking the most this episode because I think I know who I would pick, but no, I think we all know who would pick. This guy.
John Moran ain't good no more.
That's OD. That's OD.
Trey Murphy!
But y'all let us know at home what you think. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. But most importantly,
make sure to add us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. I'm Phil. This Ant-Man from the MCU. We out and let's bounce.
bounce, baby. Boom.